Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? Get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see if I'm live on YouTube right now. Am I live on YouTube right now? I'm not live on YouTube right now. His bank account is increasing. His opportunities are multiplying. So if I'm live, like who in here? Because results don't lie. But the real prize is not the wealth. So basically, for anybody that's joining, I'm Javon, owner and founder of Brooks Media Ads. Today I'm going to be going over how to basically get you clientele during the... Oh, so I am live. Oh, that's lit. So basically, for anybody that's joining, I'm Javon, owner and founder of Brooks Media Ads. All right, boom. So we got people in here. Yo, so basically, today on this live, which ain't going to be number like 30 minutes because I got a call coming up here shortly, is I'm going to be showing you all during the government shutdown how to get clients for your business, right? So literally it's going to be 3 things I'm going to be going over in these next 30 minutes, and all you're going to need is a phone, okay, Wi-Fi, and then yourself, meaning your self-confidence, right? The ability to be able to speak, right? Even if you don't want to actually, speak as much, you can still work around it as far as like email marketing, SMS messaging, all that good stuff. So the purpose of this call, just to go over this in more detail, to actually just break down the simple steps, right? So first thing you want to do, right? The easiest thing you want to do is you want to go to Thumbtack, okay? You want to go to Thumbtack. Why do you want to go to Thumbtack? Why you want to go to Thumbtack is because a lot of service-based business owners put their business on Thumbtack. Why does that matter to you? It's because business owners that put their business on Thumbtack are paying per lead. And if you actually talk to these business owners, a lot of the leads that they're paying for are not good leads, right? So say, for example, you looking for a plumber and you in Arizona, okay? You go on Thumbtack and say, hey, I want a plumber, okay? When you do that, and you just like, hey, I really don't want the service. I really just want to just scout around to see who's the best option for the problem that I have in regards to plumbing. If you find somebody on Thumbtack, call them and just ask questions, that actual plumber is actually paying for you, okay? They're paying for that lead. Long story short, the whole purpose why we're here on Thumbtack is because a lot of business owners put their business on Thumbtack, and a lot of the times their leads are no good. So a lot of the times, businesses that are on Thumbtack need help, okay? So in regards to what is the philosophy behind this, you want to go to Thumbtack. You want to find you a business. Once you find this business, then you want to pull them from Thumbtack, go to Google. See if they have a Google My Business. See if they have a website. Okay, next step, what does their social media accounts look like? Do they got a Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? You want to start to scout around to see all the opportunities that you're seeing within their business, and then you want to formulate a game plan and an offer to be able to present to the actual business in order to pitch them and ultimately close them. Okay, so that's basically like the whole gist of this video. And right now I'm just going to go through it live, right? So me, boom, I'm in Arlington, Texas, right? So let me just say, I don't know, what do I want to do? Let me do HVAC. Okay, I do HVAC. Okay, so I did HVAC. Then let's do a search. Boom, central air cooling. Okay, whatever. Skip. I don't care. I'm just looking for businesses. Okay. So one thing that you need to realize is once you get to this search page, you see where it says exceptional service 348, 580. For the businesses that you see that have a lot of reviews, that mean that they're, they doing pretty good on it, right? They're doing pretty good on Thumbtack. So in situations like this, you don't want to hey, look, let me go ahead and do this. Let me do, you know what I'm saying? You want to go for the ones that don't got that many reviews, okay? So like, for example, Excel Air, only nine 5-star reviews. Even though that's good, they don't have 580, right? So for the people that already got so many reviews, you already know, hey, I'm already making money. I'm already good. Why should I care? You see what I'm saying? So you got to just put yourself in their position, okay? So, boom. Let's just do this for example. Excel Air. I said hair. Lord have mercy. So you see here they got a social media account and they don't have a website. But you can see here that they do good work. HVAC. It's a nice little house from the side. Okay. So you see, boom, 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. And then you see the dude name is Mauricio. I may be saying that name wrong, but, you know, forgive me. But, right, that's just an opportunity, okay? So with that being said, you want to just scroll back up. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Hired 2 times. Serves Arlington, Texas. I told you I'm currently in Arlington, Texas. Allegedly, right? I don't know who all of him. I got some scamming people on this thing. But anyway, so one thing you want to do, go to their Instagram. Boom. Let's see what their Instagram looks like. So already, here's one thing that we got to pay attention to, okay? This is one thing that we got to pay attention to. If we're looking at their Instagram account and it says air conditioning, heating, and solar, serving in Greater Dallas, but they only got 3 posts, you already know that they need help, okay? So already, they not getting that much reviews on Thumbtack. Now we go to their Instagram and they only got 3 posts, okay? Why does that matter to you? It's because, hey, you could go to them and say, what's the guy's name again? Let me go back to Thumbtack real quick. What's his name? I can't say that name. Mauricio. They be like, yo, Mauricio. Hey, I just looked you on Instagram and I'm seeing that you only have 3 posts on your Instagram. Did you not know that you're leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on your Instagram account? Because if you know how the algorithm works in today's world, we live in a video-based society. The more videos that you put out there, the more the algorithm is going to push your video to the right people's eyes that need to see your stuff. Okay, you can say something like that to a business owner to make them be like, man, you might be right. Man, you know what, I'm going to look into that. Because you could literally go to a business and be like, how in the world are you able to close as many deals as you want to if you only got 3 posts? You see what I'm saying? So you already know that you have 3, what's what I'm looking for? Make sure I don't got no questions. Boom. All right, cool. So you already know by 3 posts, that's not cutting it. So this is one opportunity of an offer that you can package to him. Hey, I can do your content for you. Now let's go back and let's look at their Facebook. Okay? Boom. Let's go to their Facebook account. We go to their Facebook account. Their last post was June 15th. What day we in? We're about to be in November. Make that make sense. Okay? But they focusing on images, as you can see. And then Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So you already know that their focus is not social media. Okay, so if you see something like this, you'd be like, okay, Javon, what do I do next? Right? Well, what you want to do is come up with a game plan because we still got more to do. We still got more digging. This is only just 2 parts that we seen. Number 1, let's go back. We seen that came from Thumbtack. If you know that business owners pay money per lead on Thumbtack, and half the time the lead is no good. So that's one part, one opportunity. Second opportunity, on their Facebook, they're not focused. They're not focused on content. You see that last post was June 15th. We are in November. What are we doing? You see what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Well, not November. We in October, finna be November, which is my birthday month. Anyway, so you see right here, they're not focused on content. So you can literally package up or put this in our package. Let me go ahead, come back here. So 1, let me see. So 1, boom, content. Forgive me, y'all. This wasn't my thing in school, as you can tell. but you can read. Hell. So content, right? Facebook, no good content. No good content at all. Okay. Now, going to Instagram. Their last post on Instagram was 29 weeks ago. And it was just images. Now, for those of you that are watching this, let me just ask you a question. How much impact can you create with one image? I'll wait. Right? You cannot create a huge impact from an image unless it's like, like some type of world order or something crazy happening. But in regards to a service-based business, the main way you're going to create the impact that people need to see in order to trust you is going to need video. Okay? So when you come here, they're not focusing on content, more specifically video content. Well, they do got 2 videos, but this was 90 weeks ago, right? 90 weeks ago. This was 112 weeks ago. If you haven't realized, it's 52 weeks in a year. I'm just saying. 52 weeks, 50. Just saying. So, with that being said, you can already pitch them on a content marketing plan. Okay? So, we already got that down. Content. Now, let's go to the second one. What will be the second one? All right, Javon, we see they don't got no good content. What do we do next? Now, you want to come to Google. Okay? Boom. Go to Google. So, Excel Air. Is it me or do we not see a Google My Business? I don't see a Google My Business, y'all. So, already, it looks like this is like a franchise company that don't even have a Google My Business for their Dallas location. So we just seen their content is not good, number one. Number two, you don't see a Google My Business. Why is that important? Because what if somebody types in Google HVAC near me and that Google My Business page don't pop up? You yourself just lost yourself a customer. So when you start to look at it from that standpoint, you're not putting yourself in the best position to actually eat the way you want to. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, oh, look at that. Oh, shout out to Alex. I appreciate that, brother. But when you start to go on Google and you don't see a Google My Business, how can you capitalize on potential customers if you don't have a Google My Business set up? Okay. Also, so this says Excel Air Dallas, right? Let's just remember this business name. Okay. Now I'm going to just do HVAC in Dallas. And I want y'all to follow me and tell me, do you see this company? It's Excel Air. Do you see Excel Air on here? So look, I'm already at the top. I don't see Excel Air nowhere. Rescue Air and Plumbing, Dallas Heating and Air Cooling. Like I don't see Excel here. Okay? So now when you start to look at stuff like this, culinary air arts and cool, I can't even say the word. Lord have mercy. So long story short, they're not popping up on Google My Business and they're not popping up on Google Maps. Their content is trash, right? And let's look at their website. Do they have a website? Do they have a website? Excel Air in Dallas. Let me go to Instagram because maybe it'll be there. So they just got a typical, okay, Excel Air. So they just got the main website in Houston. So they don't have okay. Well, let's look and see if they got any data tracking. So they do got a Google Tag Manager and a Google Analytics, but I do not see a Google Ads pixel. So that means they're not running Google Ads. So you can also pitch them on a Google Ads offer. Okay. So let's go back. Forgive the drawing. So boom. No. GM. As you can tell, y'all, I did not go to school for writing. I went to school for marketing. That's what I do is marketing, y'all. Anyway, so they got content is terrible. No Google My Business, or I'm going to say GM as in Google Maps. Okay. And now looking at the website, they don't have no Google Ads pixel. So now with that being said, because you're like, how can you tell? So this blue G here is a Google Tag Manager. Okay. And then here is the Google Analytics. Okay. Okay. So this is the Google tag. This is the Google Tag Manager, excuse me. So you already know you're supposed to have 3. So let me just school y'all real quick. When it comes to Google tracking, okay, you need to have a Google Tag Manager, which is this, which is basically, it's like picture it as a school, okay? You got a school, which would be your Google Tag Manager. Then you have a Google Tag, which would be the principal's office, okay? And then you will have the auditorium where you have all the meetings will be your Google Ads pixel. And then the regular classroom, which would be the Google Analytics. Okay? So you got to make sure you got a Google Tag, Google Analytics, and a Google Ads pixel. And right here, they're missing a Google Ads pixel. What does that tell you, Javon? That tells you that you could pitch them on running Google Ads to help further their reach in a more targeted approach, if that makes sense. Okay, so, Lord, I didn't drink some water. Oh, my goodness. Woo. So, already, that's just one thing. Come on now. See, now my thing want to be tripping. I'm going to just put GA for Google Ads. Then I'm going to just say op. Okay, Google Ads op. Lord, I can't. Y'all get the picture. So, no content, no Google My Business, no Google Maps. Google Ads opportunity. Okay, so already we see that there's opportunity. Okay, now let's look at. Forgive me, y'all. My mouse be tripping, man. Jesus, what's going on with my stuff today? All right, there you go. Forgive me, y'all. I'm having trouble with my mouse, man. Hey, look, this live, dog. Dang, y'all gotta get the real me, man. Dang, dog. You know what I'm saying? All right, so look. They got no Facebook pixel. What does that tell you, Javon? That tells you that you're not tracking nothing that comes from Facebook. Let me break it down why that's so important to you, if that's what you, if this was you. If you are creating content on Facebook or Instagram, and you're getting traffic from the specific platform that's going to your website, if you don't have a pixel in place, how can you track who is coming from that specific platform? Understand, in order to grow your business profitably, in order to scale your business profitably, you got to make sure that you're tracking all of this data. And if you don't have the proper data tracking tools in place, you are doing yourself a disservice, and you're not running a business. You're just throwing stuff at the wall, seeing if it sticks. I'm just being real, dog. Dang, dog. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the truth. It's the truth. Okay? So, with that being said, they don't have a Facebook ads pixel. It's another one. So, let me see what time it is. So, I got, 15 more minutes for my next call. I mean, yeah, I got 15 more minutes. All right, bet. So, what I just said? No. Facebook. Come on with my, man, this stuff here tripping, man. No Facebook. Come on, don't start there. Hey, I'm having trouble with this. Hey, y'all gotta bear with me, man. It's the real, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's the real, man. It's the real me, man. So no Facebook or Google Ads. And I'm gonna just put P. Come on, bro. I gotta get me a new mouse, boy. Wee. Shout out to the people that's gonna be watching this, man. Y'all real, man. Appreciate that, dog. Boom. So already their content is trash, like I said before. They have no Google My Business or no Google Maps. Okay, so they're not ranking for neither one of those. And then they have no Facebook pixel or no Google Ads pixel. So when you be like, hey Javon, what do I do? Well, hold on. Let's keep going. Okay, hold up. Just give me a second, cuz I got you. So already no Facebook pixel. So you can already pitch them on that. Bro, at this point, bro. I ain't gonna lie, y'all getting the real me, dog. Dang, dog. You know what I'm saying? All right, boom. So, boom. Now, another opportunity, which is starting to become a higher search-based platform, is TikTok. They have no TikTok pixel, okay? So, if they have no TikTok pixel, if they have a TikTok page, then you know they're not tracking nothing that comes from that platform. So, if you're not tracking nothing that comes from Facebook or Instagram, Nothing that's coming from TikTok. Hold up. Before I even go any further, they got a Snapchat. Y'all be sleeping on Snapchat. Boy, I done made some money off Snapchat. I ain't gonna lie to you. So they're not even tracking nothing from Snapchat. Understand, if you are a business owner, regardless if you're service-based or e-com based, you got to make sure you are tracking all of your data and making sure that you are located on all these major social media platforms. Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. Okay? Right? Those are the main ones that I tell people, oh, my bad, I forgot. And LinkedIn. Okay, a lot of people start to sleep on LinkedIn. Okay? And there's other platforms you could do as well, like Bing, right? Yelp, platforms like that. But the main ones I just spoke about, the main ones you really gonna need. Okay? So you want to make sure that your business has that omniscient presence where you're showing up on all these platforms. And as you're showing up on these platforms, you got to make sure that you have data tracking on your website from these platforms. So whenever somebody go to your site and then they retarget you, you already know what time it is. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been to Facebook? Like you scroll down Facebook, you seen an ad and you was like, I like it. I ain't gonna even click on it. You just watch the video for like 5-10 seconds. Then you click out of Facebook. Then you come back. Then you see that same person or business or product. It's because they have the data tracking set up to where they can retarget you. Understand that when you are in business, the money comes in retargeting. Okay? You got to be retargeting people. They got to see your face. They got to see your product over and over and over again. Understand we live in a world where trust is at an all-time low. So you got to go the extra mile, right? People not finna buy your product or service after the first try. Well, I'm living proof of that. Living proof of that, right? But you got to continue to keep showing up no matter what. And that's where that data tracking comes in and why that data tracking is so important. If you don't have that set up, you're doing yourself a disservice. And all we're trying to do is put you in the best position to eat. You see what I'm saying? So back to what I was saying. So now, looking at everything, I'm going to just say everything. No social media pixel. So, already, we've seen this. They have a content problem. You can pitch them on. They have a Google My Business and Google Maps opportunity that they need help on. And they have no data tracking on their site. Okay? So now, with having all three of these, now we need to come up with an offer. Oh my goodness, bro. This is killing me. So now, you already know. Forgive me, y'all. But like I said, y'all getting the real me, man. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Brooks, man. You know what I mean? Did this for about 7 years now. Excuse me. Generated over $20 million, man. I done worked with some of your favorite marketers. I like to call myself your favorite marketer. I'm just saying. Proof is in the pudding, baby. Hello. Anyway, so now with all just these three just alone, now we need to come up with an offer. Okay, so what will be our offer? Let's see. So if they need content, that's one package. They have no Google My Business or Google Maps. No data tracking on their website because there's no Facebook pixel, no Google Ads pixel, no social media pixel at all, as far as no TikTok, no Snapchat, none of that. So we know we got content. I'm gonna just put CT as content. 2, I'm gonna just put G as in Google. 3, I'm gonna just put DT as in data tracking. So it's multiple different ways you could go about this, right? If you be like, man, why do I care? Like, not why do I care? Like, how do I package this? You can say, hey, what's his dude name? What's his name? Marchiayo. I don't know how to say his name, man. I'm saying Marchini. Yo, Marchio. I'm just saying, hey, Marchino. So you can literally you could do it multiple ways, right? Well, before we even do that, I'm going too fast. Okay. So you already know content. If you be like, how can I, let's break down the first part of how we can actually fulfill on content, and then we can package this up and then sell it to him. Okay. So how you will fulfill on content, you will literally use your phone. I'm going to put PH for phone plus AI. So if you got ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini, you can easily go on ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini and just type in like, hey, can you give me scripts for HVAC services in Dallas, Texas? I need a hook, a value, a call to action. Now, ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini then gave you scripts that you can use to help you with this. Okay? So now, with that being said, you got a phone, you got AI scripts, and then even as you're doing the scripts, if you need even more help, what you can do, and literally we could do this together, you know what I'm saying? We could do this together, as in you can go to your phone, go to Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, go in the search bar, and then you can type in, you can do this on YouTube as well, and you could type in that specific keyword of that service. So if it's HVAC, you will type in HVAC. Once you type that in, if you on Facebook or Instagram, you'll click on Reels. My bad, I had a brain fart. You will click on Reels. Once you click on Reels, you will see all the videos related to that specific keyword. Why is that important? It's because now you got data you can go by. You see what I'm saying? So if you have data that you can go by, you're winning. Point blank, period. Right? Because again, it's data over everything. Always remember, that's rule number 1. It's data over everything. When it comes to this business, don't put your feelings in it. It's all about data. Data is going to outweigh everything. Okay? Always make data-driven decisions. Okay? So you're going to do that. Look at the reels if you're on Facebook and Instagram. If you're on TikTok, you'll just click on videos. Okay? If you're on YouTube, once you hit the search bar, you just click on shorts. You'll see all the videos related to that specific keyword. Now you have a structured data plan that you can go by, that you can actually see these videos. So you're not just, oh man, I just need to come up with some scripts out of nowhere. I don't know. It's like literally you will see the style, and you can put that style inside of ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude, and come up with scripts. Then you have it. Okay. So that's one part. Okay. So I'm going to just put D as in data. So phone, AI scripts, data. Okay, so that's how you will fulfill the content part. Then literally what you would do is, if once you close this person, you will just go to them, use your phone, shoot, and then once you shoot, oh, I forgot about the last part, right? How are you going to edit? You use platforms like Descript. So I'm going to put DS for Descript, and or what's the other one? CapCut. Or if you don't want to spend no money, just use the editing tools that's already embedded on these social media platforms. So if you are doing Facebook, they got a Facebook video editor. If you got Instagram, they got a video editing. They got video editing on Instagram. Same thing for TikTok. You see what I'm saying? So definitely you got to think about really, all number 1 costs you $0. You already have a phone. You can use the free version of all the AI tools, ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. Okay. And then you can go on these platforms, as far as like the search bar, searching for these keywords to see the data on how these videos are doing in that market. And then you can use tools like Descript and CapCut if you want to spend money. And if you don't want to spend money, just utilize the video software within these platforms alone. Okay? So now, number 2 is Google. How would you fulfill on Google? It's actually more simpler than what you think, actually. But in regards to Google, what you would do is just create a Google My Business page for them. That's it. Hey, can I have your login? Boom. Or add me to your Google account as a manager. Okay. You will do that, and then you will just create. Lord, my handwriting's terrible. But anyway, I'm gonna just put this handwriting is boo boo baby. Ooh. So you'll just create a Google. So I'm just put CGMB. You just create a Google My Business profile. That's it. And then as you create a Google My Business profile, you will go and you making sure that once your account is being shown on Google My Business and you actually put your address on there, then you'll be actually being shown on the Google Maps. Now, there's another way for people, because now I can say the biggest hack, but one of the big trends right now is people ranking on the Google Maps optimization. Not a lot of people talk about that, right? And that's a huge miss for a lot of business owners, because if you are a service-based business, you don't think people go on Google Maps and search plumbers near me, HVAC near me. You see what I'm saying? So first things first, you need to create you a Google My Business page. And then after that, optimize. I'm going to put an O. And then I'm going to just put GM. Optimize Google Maps. Okay? So that's it. That's real simple. And then 3, data tracking. Literally what you would do, go on these social media platforms. I'm going to just put social. Ooh, Lord, boy. This looks like a bird. Social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You go to their business managers. Go to event manager and then create you a pixel. Now with all these updates going on these specific social media platforms, you can actually have to go further than just creating a pixel. You have to create a like people call it CAPI. I like to call it CAPI. It's just more, how can I say that? It's just more powerful in regards to data tracking, to where it tracks everything down to a T. That's all. Okay. So you have that, you'll be good, okay? But that's pretty much how you would do it. Now, of course, if you want this to be broken down more in a more simpler explanation, we have a free group on Facebook, man. All you got to do is just comment the word group under this video. I'll send you a link to join. We actually having our call tomorrow, so that'll be perfect, just in time if you were to join. But, let's see. Oh, okay, boom. Hey, look, my video going hard. Well, look at your boy, you know what I mean? Ooh. Anyway, with that being said, so you already know that they got 3 things. So now you know how you will fulfill what will be the offer. Okay, dang, boy, boy, my mouse is tripping. So offer. Offer. So it will be your offer. Okay. You can say, hey, let me see how I can break this down so it can make sense for y'all. So what will be your offer? You can say, hey, I come to you. I script, shoot, and edit your content, all done for you. Okay. You can offer done for you. Okay. So basically, boom, done for you. So what do you mean? So based off of the research that we did thus far, we're going to do done for you content. So I'm going to put CT as in content plus. So again, to get them for the content side, hey, I'll come to you. I'll drive to you. I'll script. I'll shoot. I'll edit your content. And you'll have enough content to where you can post 1 time a day for 30 days straight. To be honest with you, they're going to be happy about that, because if we go back to the Instagram, when was the last time they posted? April 3rd. What month are we in, man? So that you already know they're going to need that. So, boom, right? Post enough content for 30 days. That's going to help them with organic traffic to ultimately help them close. Within 30 pieces of content, you're going to be able to close at least 1 to 2 people. I'm just saying, right? Or have at least a few leads come from that at bare minimum, okay? Now, that's just the content piece. So you're going to pitch them on the content piece. Then the Google business piece, right? You can say, hey, well, did you not know you actually leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table because people can't even see you on Google. You don't have a Google My Business set up for your location in Dallas. So whenever somebody is researching HVAC near me, heating near me, cooling near me, your business is not picking up. That's costing you hundreds of thousands of dollars that you're not getting. So you could just pitch them on how much money that they're losing because they do not have a Google My Business or a Google Maps set up. Okay. To break it down even further, if they're still hesitant, as in, I don't know, man, you just talking right now, bro. All you gotta do is go to Google. All you gotta do is go to Google and just be like, bro, where's your Google My Business, bro? Where's the Google My Business, bro? Where is it? I don't see it. Right? I don't see it. I don't see it. Then if I look at the maps, boom, where you at? Where you at? I don't see you. Where you at? I don't see you. Where you at? I don't see you. Right? So if you don't have a Google My Business set up or a Google Maps set up, you're losing money. So you have no content. You're going to close them on the content. And then the Google My Business. And then the ultimate one is going to be the data tracking. Hey, did you not know that whoever's coming from any of these social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and even Google and YouTube, you're not tracking nobody. So how can these people be retargeted if you don't got the data tracking set up in place? You're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars if you don't got this data tracking set up. And for those of you that's joining, don't be alarmed by the handwriting. I did not go to school for that. I went to school for marketing. That's why, big marketer. Let me stop. Y'all, I'll be a little silly sometimes. But anyway, you got to realize that if you don't got the proper data tracking set up, you're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you're going to close them on the content. You're going to close them on the Google My Business. And you're going to close them on the data tracking. Okay? And then again, boom, right? So then you're going to do this, oh man, and this, because you're going to be like, hey, so how much would I charge? So you're going to close them. Like I say, they're going to get content done for them. They're going to get a Google My Business set up that's going to be done for them. And then you're going to do data tracking that's going to be done for them. That's going to be 3 major things that you're going to be doing for them to help create that impact for their business. How much would you charge for that? Ultimately, to me, it depends on where you at. Okay, if you starting out in business and you don't got that much experience, you want to go low. If you somebody that's been in the game like myself for a while, I ain't gonna lie, that price is gonna be up there. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ooh, that price is gonna be up there. I ain't gonna lie to you. So, with that being said, you looking at, I'll say bare minimum 500. So if you starting out and you don't got that much experience, 500 plus. Okay? But if you have experience on everything that I just said, I'm charging 25 bare minimum. I ain't gonna hold you. I would say what I would do if this was me, I would charge them a one-time fee of $2,500, and then I would offer them some type of continuity, right? So if they have a website or whatever the case may be, I'm going to try to charge some type of continuity where I'm going to be, say I'm managing your Google My Business on a monthly rate, right? Or we saw that he's not even running Google Ads. You can pitch them on Google Ads, right? But we ultimately have to get the first part done first, which is the close. So if you're brand new, you would charge $500, and trust me, I'm about 98.9% sure if you were to come to these people with that type of offer, as in, hey, I just want $500 and I would do your content done for you. I will create your Google My Business and your Google Maps done for you, and I set up the data tracking so everything is being tracked effectively. All for $500. That's an irresistible offer. Just being honest. Now, as we come up with the price, you're going to be like, hey, well, they're going to ask me, how long will this take? Now, what you want to do, what I would tell anybody, 14 to 21 business days. That's it. So you would you would tell them, hey, it's going to be 14 to 21 business days, right? If you already got experience, you already know what you're doing, I'd say 14 business days, right? But if you're brand new, it may take you a minute. I say give me 14 to 21 business days. 14 to 21 business days, and you charging as little as $500 per client, these people will go for it. Trust me. Once you break down how much money that they're losing based off of the audit we just did on this live call together, you saw that they're leaving a lot of money on the table. And would it be $500 to them for you to help them generate hundreds of thousands of dollars back? You see what I'm saying? So those are the main things that I wanted to go over today. So hopefully you all got some value from this. I'm going to be doing more lives like this on a daily basis. Just so, like I said, get the content out there, help as many people out as possible. And hopefully, like I said, you all got some value. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm going to be doing more lives like this on a daily basis. With that being said, if there's any questions, any concerns, just let me know. Oh, why I've been on this call 43 minutes? Hey, I got another call to get ready for. Y'all be real. Y'all be real, man. Y'all do y'all thing. Y'all was showing love. Man. I appreciate y'all. Again, like I said, I'm Javon, owner and founder of Brooks Media Ads, a company where we generate over $20 million online in documented revenue for the clients that we work with online. And if that's you that need more help, join our free Facebook group. Just leave a comment under this video, and I'll see y'all soon.